previously on Divorce Court.
I met Miss Reams at a club. Yes, and I had my girlfriend at the time, was dating, but I saw her and I liked what I see.
You were hitting on somebody else at your birthday party. I'm sure she was there when you were over here already looking at her replacement. You do think it was love at first sight because you ended up proposing pretty quickly.
Yes, proposed to her. You know, her family's very negative. They're like black hillbillies. So they're like, nah, don't be with her. She's such a hoe. You know, they're always drinking every day. So I got a place for us and the children to stay.
When we moved, he started controlling.
Well, of course he started controlling. He moved you out of the black hillbillies with your kids, and so he thought he was in charge of everything.
He had told me, I got you.
The moment somebody said, I got you, the control balance has already shifted.
She got mad, then I saw her sending pictures to her ex with her hanging out and her showing.
What in the ham sandwich?
Oh, nah.
I was just having a convo.
This ain't a conversation, sis.
There's more as well. She's on a hookup site talking about, I want to have a good time on the weekend.
This is a dating site.
Yeah.
So you were hurting right now, I could tell this.
You don't pay me no attention.
Ms. Broadnax, what do you do while he is at the work outside of home? How do you fulfill your time?
Your Honor, not only am I on TikTok or Instagram, however, I'm also working under him as well.
Doing what?
Okay? He asks me to go recruit models for him. So I will go do that for him. I'm on Instagram and I'm on TikTok and I'm looking at these other different models that's on there and I'm reaching out to them as well. But he don't see that. So by the time that he gets home, yes, dinner is ready, kids are put to bed is made up. I'm literally sitting in the living room on the couch and I'm not even in the bed. Whenever he calls or FaceTime me, where am I sitting at? At the desk. I'm not in the bed.
Drinking all the time too with your black hillbilly family, so you drink a lot too as well.
What?
You drink
because
wine,
I have,
you drink liquor,
because
all
I
that
have
stuff.
wine?
You drink
because
a lot.
I have wine, a glass
A
of
whole
wine
bottle.
a day.
You drink a whole
glass
bottle.
of wine a day.
A whole
By
bottle.
the time that he gets home, yes,
True.
I'm stressed out. I have the kids. I'm dealing with the kids all day long.
I'm stressed out too at work.
I'm dealing with the kids all day long. I'm dealing with work all day long, and I'm dealing with the household all day long. While you're at work, working. So by the time that you come home, you don't have nothing to do except for go get in the shower and lay down and relax and eat your food that I cooked.
Yeah, sometimes it's burnt because you always wasting your time on TikTok and Instagram.
Mr. Reams, the fact that you said that...
What?
Yeah, you
Wait,
don't have
Mr. Reams, excuse me, Mr. Reams, the fact that the first thing that just came out of your mouth after she just gave a litany of what her day looks like is sometimes it's burnt, that's the most non-appreciative thing I've heard in a long time. Let me be real clear about something. If you've set up a dynamic in your home that she takes care of the home, that's her job.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's the dynamic that you've set up in your home. So a lot of people set up different ways of doing their homes. But this is a dynamic that you've set up, that you've agreed to.
Yes, Your Honor.
That you will go out of the home and bring whatever finances are necessary to sustain the home. And Ms. Broadnax will work inside the home and bring whatever skill set she has to maintain that home. That's y'all's dynamic. So what I just heard is Ms. Broadnax does what she's supposed to do in the house. You do what you're supposed to do outside of the house, but you somehow don't appreciate what this woman has brought to the table. That's what I just heard. So I want to hear from you if I'm wrong and why I'm wrong, but then you need to tell her that.
Well, Your Honor, excuse me for not being appreciative, but I very am. I appreciate what you do. It's just that sometimes you be on the phone, laughing around, giggling and smiling with your friends that doing bad influence. And sometimes, yeah, the food is burnt sometimes, you know, because you get distracted, you know what I mean? So when you say, when I say it's burnt, it's not because I'm not appreciative, it's just that you have the wrong time frames of everything else. So sometimes it's burnt, sometimes overcooked, because you're always on TikTok or on social media or talking to your friends that has bad influence on you. Your friends don't care about us. You know, we're trying to build something. I'm here to build with you. I want to build a foundation for us so we can succeed to a better lifestyle. That's what I'm doing for you, and I do appreciate you, Your Honor.
Mr. Reams, but how do you show appreciation?
We go shopping, you know, I take her shopping. We go out, dinner, we go dates, you know. We laugh, we watch movies, you know, little small things.
And Ms. Broadnax, what is it that would show you that he appreciates you?
Yo, and I got a question. When the last time we been on a date?
We was on a date last week.
That's because that's where you wanted to go. It's nowhere where I wanted to go.
Ooh, I just heard somebody speaking different love languages up in here.
So,
Mr. Reams, I just heard different love languages being spoke up in here. You said you take her out on a date.
Yes.
She just said it's where you wanted to go. Have you ever asked her what she'd like to do for a date?
I do.
Okay. When's the last time he asked you what you wanted to do for a date?
I want to say a year ago.
A year ago?
A year ago.
What would you like to do on a date?
I want to go out. I want to go out, like, away from the kids, without the kids. Like, we always have the kids with us.
We got a family.
Okay, Mr. Reams, I asked her what she'd like to do on a date.
I want to go out on a romantic date, go out to eat, nice candle lit, you know.
When's the last time that happened in your relationship?
The night that he proposed to me.
Mr. Reams, did you just hear what Ms. Broadnax said?
Yes, Your Honor. But first of all, we have a family to take
I know,
care.
they got babysitters. They got babysitters.
They have grandmothers.
And,
you won't let them go to.
as my girlfriend sometimes says, and they got 2 grandmamas. Do you all have family that's there to help?
We do have family to help, but I don't...
Have you, because you clearly make enough money, because you've emphasized that to me, that you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Yes, Your Honor.
To get a young person that might be in the neighborhood or at your church or at your job or the daughter of one of your colleagues that's looking for extra money that could be a babysitter.
That's true, Your Honor.
See what I'm saying? This is low-hanging fruit, Mr. Reams.
Yes, Your Honor.
You know what low-hanging fruit is? It's just like sitting right there, easy for you to pluck. And if going out to dinner with just the 2 of you would make her happy, why wouldn't you do it?
I mean, I could pursue that, Your Honor. I mean, I could take that into consideration.
Yeah.
But her family members, I don't want to be with the black hillbillies, be drunk around the kids or anything and talk negative about her. That's why I said no. You know what I mean?
Miss Broadnax, Mr. Reams says that your family are, quote, the black hillbillies. How does that make you feel?
I'm hurt by that because me and my family, we don't even talk now because of him. And they definitely do not like him at all whatsoever. They tell me they wish I never said yes to marrying him.
Mr. Reams, why do you have an issue with Miss Broadnax's family?
I don't want to be with the black hillbillies, be drunk around the kids. They say a lot of bad things about her, that she'd sleep with other people, she's a hoe. So I don't want that around. I don't want that negative energy.
I could say the same thing about his family, but I don't. It got so bad to the point where it's though me and my family started beefing because of him. I missed a family event because of him. And that was out in public. That wasn't even in the house. That was out in public. And I missed that family event because of him. Because he told me, no, I cannot go and I cannot take the kids. And the kids were invited. And they were not gonna come pick up the kids by themselves. And I was not going.
Mr. Reams, why do you have an issue with Miss Broadnax's family?
Okay, the reason, Your Honor, I have bad things with her family because they said when she leave out the door, they say a lot of bad things about her. You know what I mean? That she does sleep with other people. She's a hoe. She's everything. You know what I mean? So I don't want that around. I don't want that negative energy. So
Miss Broadnax, that actually makes sense. If in fact that you have family or friends that are tearing you down, Mr. Reams would not want that around the family that you're building. That actually sounds reasonable.
It sounds reasonable, but at the same time, that's the family that I had, that when we're not together, that's who I have. When me and him was not together, that's exactly who were there to pick up the pieces to help me take care of my kids, even if I had the money to take care of my kids, which I always did. However, my family is my family. I could say the same thing about his family.
what about...
But I don't. Now, do I? I don't complain about your family. It's always me and my family. So I said, okay, you know what? I need a break. I can't take it no more. I needed a break. The kids was driving me insane. And that's all I wanted was a break. Did I get that? No. I was still stuck at home with the kids while he would go out to work. And I'm literally in the house depressed and crying because of the fact that I don't get a break.
You know, Ms. Broadnax, I hear you. The last 3 years has been pretty tough on every family. I don't think that there's a family that the pandemic has not impacted upon. You were lucky that Mr. Reams had the ability to still make money throughout so that you all were able to maintain your family. During the pandemic, and even now, young children are very vulnerable to a COVID infection. You know that, okay?
Right.
And you have school-age children.
Yes.
So it's not unreasonable for Mr. Reams to not want to expose children to a COVID environment. That's not an unreasonable thing. I just want to make sure that you understand that some control is because that's what's good for your family.
Right.
I'd be remiss if I didn't call you out. You cannot send those kinds of pictures to another man. Because anything can go up on the internet, and that means now your son can watch you showing all of your business. And you can't be considered a woman of dignity if you're doing this, and that. If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content. But Mr. Reams, Miss Broadnax needs a life.
Understand that.
She needs a life. What she said to me is, notwithstanding the thought tendencies that have come across, I'd be remiss if I didn't call you out. You cannot send those kinds of pictures to another man. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't send those kind of pictures to my own husband. You know why? Because I don't want them out on the internet. Because anything can go up on the internet, and that means now your son can watch you, showing all of your business. Because the internet is forever. So I'm very particular about the kinds of things that I want to put out there for the world to see. You have to be mindful of the fact that you're somebody's mama, not that you're somebody's girlfriend or fiance or even gonna be a wife, that you are a woman of dignity, and you can't be considered a woman of dignity if you're doing this, and that for somebody and sending that picture out to the cloud. That right there, Ms. Broadnax, shows hurt. Because that's attention seeking. You know that. Mr. Reams has got to give you back your security and your dignity. But you have to find that for yourself also. Be your own woman. You know that independent woman that could take care of her children before you met him? Yeah. You need to find that person again. There are so many new industries that have come up outside of this pandemic that allows you to work from home. Figure out what you're good at, okay? I don't know what your skill set is, but start to wonder if there's more for you that's not wrapped up in just those children and Mr. Reams. Mr. Reams, hold on one moment, because I'm not sure if you'll even be happy with what I'm saying to Ms. Broadnax, because you do tend to want to be in charge. And that's because Ms. Broadnax has allowed you to completely be in charge. But if you want a wife and a mother and for children and a family, you need to want an independent woman that can hold her own, that has respect when she walks into the community.
You're right.
And you need to also be respectful of her family.
Yes,
and if, in fact, they come from a lower economic strata than you do, that doesn't make them lesser people. Education is a wonderful thing. It allows us to grow and allows us to have access to stuff, but not all of our family members have had access to the kinds of things that we individually have access to. You know that.
I understand, Your Honor.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Your Honor. But also, when you said that about finding something for independency, I was helping her pay for her botany class. There's no certificate or anything yet, so she didn't complete that, and I helped pay for that for a couple of
For her what
months.
class?
A botany class.
Phlebotomy,
Yeah.
say it right.
It don't matter. What do you know what I'm talking about? So, I helped pay for that.
Wait, Your Honor. Don't get me wrong, yes. He zelled me the money, okay? Now, I don't mind him helping, okay? That was the thing. But when he went to go zell me that money and I went to go pay for that class, that name on that card said Joyce Broadnax, not Donte Reams. It said Joyce Broadnax and not Donte Reams. So technically, to be honest, I paid for it. And to be honest, no, you did not. I did.
That's why it's not completed right now. You say that you
Why it's not completed? Because of the fact that I did not have time to complete it. Why? Because I
you
always
busy drinking with your hillbilly family. That's what it was.
Okay,
I was not.
I'm stopping this right back and forth. Mr. Reams, tit for tat does not work in a relationship. Miss Broadnax, you honestly need to find your own ambition so that you can become an independent woman. And having the kids during the day and having things at your house is something that women do every single day. That's just life. It's life. I know it makes you feel like you're by yourself sometimes, but you gotta find something in you, Miss Broadnax, something inside of Miss Broadnax, something inside you that makes you wake up in the morning, and it might need therapy. And I believe in therapy very much so, that you have somebody independent to talk to.
And she does.
Okay, Mr.
No,
Reams, I don't need your conversation right now. I can tell you that's a problem. Because every time when somebody is paying her attention, you have to jump in. It ain't always about you. I need to say that to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm not sure if a woman has ever told you that. It's not always about you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So sometimes you need to just let her shine for a minute.
Yes, Your Honor.
Then she wouldn't be showing her all over the world because she would have the attention, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Only a woman that's hurt does something like that. She doesn't even seem like that kind of lady,
Yes, Your Honor.
okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Don't push her into thought tendencies by you being a narcissist.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sometimes just put your arms around your woman and say, baby, I got you. And I don't care that the food is burned. I know you've been here all day. Let me take these little rugrats out for a minute. I'm ready to go take them over to Subway and get them whatever kind of sandwich they need. You go upstairs, take a bath. Sit down, chill. I'm gonna drop them off over at the Black Hillbilly's house for a minute. I'm gonna put them in some masks. I'm gonna make sure they don't get COVID. But you go on upstairs and get you a bubble bath and chill for a minute, cause I got you. That right there, sir,
That's it.
might make you keep your woman.
Yes, Your Honor.
Only if you want that kind of man.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, I just gave you some knowledge and some wisdom. Use it.
Yeah.
Take advantage.
All I'm saying is that you need to be more considerate about how I feel and stuff at night. Like, I'm tired. I deal with the kids 24/7. I'm cooking, I'm cleaning all day long, and I'm tired. And you don't understand that.
I appreciate you. We're gonna work it out. Star was right, all right? Judge Star was right, okay?
If not, then I'm walking.
Fine, we both walk out then.
That's fine.
All right. Get you.
You know, Robert, the pandemic has really taken its toll on families. You could see that she completely lost herself.
Yeah, she completely shut down and she gave herself to her husband. You know, she just says, okay, take me in and help me out.
And I'm going to be satisfied with a life that's surrounding you and the kids, when in reality, that is not satisfying to her.
No, it wasn't.
And then those thought tendencies of sending out those pictures. I mean, it's such a desperate cry for help.
Yeah, I mean, I guess negative energy was just energy for her.
Right.
Like, she would rather have him upset as long as she has that type of contact with him.
So any contact with him,
right.
that's just so sad that you seek attention that way. Unless he is prepared to show her some attention, I don't know if this relationship is going to last.
I hope it does, but yeah, he has work to do.